is going to be the first session that you're going to have with your players. That's the forehand drive. What you need to do is to ensure that they are in a position where they can see you and you have their attention. So don't have one kick here, one kick there, have that like what you are together. Alright? Now I'm going to start the session, and as I'm going to use what Hariom discussed with you all today, and that is ideas. Now when you teach, do not say I, introduction, and then teach. You just teach. Okay? Right. Boys and girls, we are going to, today we are going to work on a shot called the drive. The drive is a shot that is hit onto the front wall, anywhere on the front wall, so that it travels close to the side wall as possible, parallel to the side wall, bounces anywhere here, and hopefully dies over there. It's a shot that is played 70 to 80% of the time in a match. It's one of the most important shots in the game of squash. That's your basic shot, the drive. There are two types of drives, the straight drive and the cross-court drive, both of which we will do today. Now, I will show you, or I'll get somebody to show you because I'm going to be the left hand and you're all standing there. So, over here, we'll show you the drive. Now this is the demonstration part, and there are certain things I would like to emphasize on the demonstration. Number one, when you're demonstrating, make sure that your pupils are in a position where they can watch your demonstration effectively. The best position to be is right in front here, but because of safety reasons, we will put them around here. So over here, from here, come over here, in that line, so they can see. First, when you demonstrate the full shot, so that they can see what you are going to talk about. The drive. A couple of times I will do it. Again. Okay. Now, when you do the drive, we are now going to go into what we call explanation again. You will not say all of these things to your players. You go straight into explanation. Right. First things first, your body must face the sidewall. Let's not talk about Rani Ashur or anybody else who face the front wall to play their drive. We are talking about facing the sidewall. Okay. The distance between the 2 feet is about shoulder width, so a little more forward. Just keep his feet, don't move his feet, put his feet here. Yeah. Yeah. Knees slightly bent. That's your body position. Yeah. Now for the back swing, take the racket out. Yeah, that's your back swing. Yeah. There's a slight, you will notice that a slight turn there. The body, the point of impact is the racket comes down first. Doesn't come straight to the ball. It comes down and strikes the ball there, in line with your leading foot, which is the left foot. Here. Then you will notice that the wrist is locked. The racket is parallel to the floor. Follow through between his neck and his shoulders, and he is facing the front wall. All right, ready? That's it. Okay. Now, before we get into getting the children to do this, I'd like to do a bit of activity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Go ahead. Right. Back a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Right. Before we start the session, I'm going to teach you the grip. I want all of you to hold your racket. Hold your racket up with your non-playing hand. This way in front of you. Shake hands with the racket so that the grip, the edge that is closest to your left hand cuts the V that is formed by your forefinger and thumb. And when you put the racket and face the front ball, it's slightly open. So I'm going to now go down and check the grip and satisfy myself that my children are holding the grip correctly. Very good. Okay, these are all seasoned campaigns. They're all very good. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is the ready position. The ready position is when your feet is apart, about shoulder width, knees bent, and your crouch back. This is your ready position. Go. Yeah. All right. Okay. From there, from the ready position, don't forget I'm dealing with children who are between 9 to 12 years old. So I have to be a little patient with them and I have to be quite detailed with them so that they get the points clearly. Ready? Get your racket up in front like that. Yes. Now, the first movement is your back swing. It's called 1. There. So even when you do that, you can have a look to see if anybody closes the racket or get it down, just there. Yeah? A little bit open. Maniam. Two is slap your feet, everyone. Slap your feet. Yeah. Move these feet across to face sidewalk like that. How convenient it is to be left-handed, so we are all facing the same wall. Yeah, now, all stay, don't move. It's very important that this movement is not done it correctly, like so. He is facing right across there. When he strikes the ball, he's going to transfer weight, and this is not a position where you can transfer weight. Correct? So, here, yeah, and yeah. So when you strike, you must be able to transfer weight. Yeah. Okay. Right. 2, 3, you strike the ball with the racket parallel to the floor in line with your leading foot. Yes. And 4, follow through. Very good. Okay? That's very simple. Ready position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready position? 1, 2, 3. When you strike, you're transferring your weight 3 and 4, follow through and face the side ball, front ball. Okay, at your own time, do that a number of times, just swing. Get into the position and swing and just be comfortable. Do the whole thing there, strike, come back and do that. Go, strike, come back and do that. Left a little forward, don't go right across to the side wall, come at an angle a little. Yeah. Okay, good. That is what you would do to get the feel of the grip and the swing. This is only for the first session and it's the important session. Okay. Number 1. Yeah. Face the front ball and the sleeve. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In group coaching, there's a thing called safety. One of the things in safety is numbering the people. Number 2 is root in, root out. So once you play your shot, I do not want you to go back that way. I want you to go back this way. And your will come this way. So that's your rule. With children, 6 is okay. Sometimes they fall. You could have a little bit of a problem if you don't have the root in, root out. Can I get 4 back balls?
Jenny, ball.
We only have 1. Huh? Okay, we'll land it with 1, maybe a little back ball. Let's go. That ball. Just warm it up for me, please. Okay. Then, because they're using a number of balls, sometimes it will be on the floor. Make sure that you pick them up, if too many balls, before you continue your session. Now, if I say stop or freeze, you must stop. Everyone stop what you're doing because I suspect imminent danger. And also, I see some of you in the back standing there already bored. So I have to give you some more. Aprajita, if there are any balls on the floor, you have to pick up and give it to me. Okay, now, we are moving into activity after what I've just done. And the first of the field progression, which would be the drop field. Okay, so I got this young boy. Stop. I'll get him into position, face me, ready position. 1, 2. Alright. Now I'm quite happy with that position, obviously. No major problems. 3. Not so open. 4. Okay. Swing. Just stay there and give me a few. In this position, I want you to swing a few times. Swing harder. Harder. Okay. What I'm really trying to see when he does that is, besides looking at the quality of his swing, is to see where I have to drop this ball. Swing. So sort of here his racket passes. Okay, what I want you to do, what's your name? Samir, is I'm going to drop this ball. You have to strike the ball, and a good shot is one that goes to the front wall and travels between you and I in the middle, which is really parallel to the side wall. Are you okay? Keep your eye on the ball. Wow, I didn't expect it to come that fast. I better be ready. Okay, very good. You know, children are not going to hit that hard for you. Okay, that's good. I do that a number of times with every one of them. That would be the drop feed. You make sure that you can stand. You can go back and join the group. How would you do that? Just turn around. Yeah, and go. Yeah. You do that a number of times so that everyone has a feel of hitting the ball from a stationary position. They have not moved yet. Now, the second of the feet is the hand feet. Number 2. Who is number 2? Yeah. Now, in the hand feet, now we are introducing movement. Sashipande. That is where the ball is going to be. How would you approach to strike it? Alright, you want the ball to be in line with your feet, so please try and do that again. And first question, Kushwan, where you put your hand up. Okay, Kushwan, please take note of this. Alright, come. Okay, Kushwan, this is what you're saying, aren't you? This certainly, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah? Alright, go. So it's just a matter of terminology. He's coming, come. There's a little bit of a curve there, as opposed to a straight line. Very fine there, but well done anyway. That's good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this ball up onto the front wall, and you're going to strike the ball as close to the side wall as possible. And then one of the things it's very important that you come back to the tee. To come back as quickly as you can and get into ready position for the next shot. Okay? Let's go. Good. Okay. What I'm looking at is how he approaches the ball, how he gets his racket up, how he swings and comes back. Because I've got such good players, I have little work to do, and I'm quite happy with that. Number 3. Now we move from hand feed to racket feed. The difference between hand feed and racket feed is 2. 1, hand feed is slower. The ball is going to the front wall slower, strikes and comes down slower, which gives the player a little more time. And 2, with racket feed, I can do continuous racket feed with hand. It will be a little more difficult. Yeah? So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to feed you. You hit the drive and come back. You right? Now I've got work to do. Interesting. Okay, ready position? I need to look now. Okay. Stay. Alright. Do you see anything that I should do something here with? Come here. Stay ready position. Okay. Please correct that. Yeah. Oh, don't tell you do like that, you know. Very good. You know why? You have it in front of you like this, so that if the ball comes there, you can take it. If the ball comes there, if you are standing like this, if the ball comes there, you will be late again. So you always try to have neutral. And relax, oh my God, you're so steady. That's what you learn. So. Okay, okay, relax. Okay, very good. Take your time, you don't have to be so relaxed. Okay, very good. The thing with your swing, absolutely nothing wrong at the moment, is when you strike the ball, you're going from under and over like that. You want to try and go this way. This way, straight through and then over, as opposed to under and over, as a result of which your ball is going high. Right now, there's no problem, but you can try what I'm saying. Again, Ready? Okay. Obviously, we need to do a lot more work with it. Next. Okay, we move. Obviously, whatever we do for everyone. I'm not doing that with everyone. I'm moving to show you the different feeding routines or feeding progressions. After racket feed is racket continuous feed. Okay? As soon as you hit, I'm going to hit again. So you have to hit, come back, go as quickly as you can. I feel that the children are ready to do this. Okay? Ready? Okay? Quick check I do on his footwork, he's doing everything. I'm quite happy. I feel. Okay. Any comments? Yeah, let's not use the word wrong foot. Let's say that his leading foot should be the left foot because the wrong foot is not really a wrong foot, is it? Yeah? We would prefer you to be on your left foot. Yeah? You're right? Don't be sorry, okay? Yeah? Then you probably say, see what happens if I use my right. Yeah, ready position, the knee, watch the ball here, watch here. Yeah, relax. Okay, right up. Very good. See, you need to get it regularly. The thing about getting, when I say racket up, is instead of running to the ball with the racket here, arriving and then bringing your racket up, you might as well use this movement here to bring your racket up. So that when you arrive, it's already up. Don't arrive here and then bring it up, yeah? As you run, start getting your racket up. Again, go. Sorry. Then what we will do after the racket continuous is everybody gets a shot each. Alright? So what I want you to do is to play the ball and quickly join to one shot. Now, if you want to make it a little exciting for them, is to play the shot, touch the left wall, and then join. Above the yellow line. Let's come back here, come back here. Let me not send you off with a bad shot. Good. Are going running with your racket down like this. What's your idea? Huh? Karthik come. Tell me about the second time. The big boy. Okay, Karthik. Take your racket up, Karthik. As you run, take your racket up. Let's show me what's the right score. Okay, doing a hop skip, that's okay. Right, let's go. Get it right up. That's much better. Although the result was not what I wanted. Get it right up and hit. Good. Okay. Once you've done that, you really can go into a bit of drill situation, but I won't do that right now. What I'm going to do is to teach you the cross-court drive. The cross-court drive is slightly different from the straight drive in terms of where you take the ball. For the forehand drive here, you take the ball in line with your foot. For the cross-court drive, you can have the ball, then there's no harm in it. But this is where the changes take place. My body, where my shoulder is pointing, is where the ball is going to go. Alright? So I'm going to just demonstrate to you the cross-court drive. Is everybody coming? Got it? Or get me the ball. Okay, I want you to look at Arion's body position. Although he uses his right foot, he should really be looking at his left. Yeah. So if you take the ball early, stay in this position. What is important is his shoulder position is facing there, as opposed to here. It does not mean that if it is facing here, you cannot play the cross-court. You can. You'll have to use your arm to twist, turn around. For the young kids, it's not quite there yet. So that's what you want. And it is still taken in line with his lady's foot, except the ball is here. I'll just show you something different here. The ball is in line with his foot. Okay, ready position? Yeah, the ball is in line with his foot. Now, if he was playing a straight drive, the ball would be here. And the feet would, yeah, that's all. So he is taking it a little earlier and bringing his foot across that way, so that he can play cross-court. Okay? So number one, over here, get into a ready position. I want your shoulder pointing towards the center of the ball. Okay. Swing. No, you're perfectly okay. Get that back and down. That's right. Put your hand up. Don't go away from me. I'm not doing anything. Alright, swing. Again. Ready? Good. Okay. Where's the target for where you want the ball to go in the cross-court drive? Is a good cross-court drive is one that hits the sideboard just after the yellow line over there where his foot is. Okay, not bad. Okay, next. You can go straight to the ball now. You don't have to do any kind of turn. Excellent. Good passing. Good. Next. What you're doing is, after you strike the ball, you bring like this. After you strike the ball, I want you to go over your shoulders and relax. You're trying to hit the ball very hard. I don't want you to hit the ball so hard. Just when you hit it less hard, you control it better. For a start, just swing through. Yeah, just swing through the ball and enjoy the swing like that. that's much better. Okay, next. I will need a few balls to do some continuous feeding. Not sure if the other two are warm enough. Back to feed. Okay, I wouldn't be so confident if I were you, Harish. Okay, thank you. Okay, now that I've done the straight and cross, I can actually introduce them to a drill where I will do the feed. Yeah, I will feed for a straight drive. Yeah, I will feed for a cross-court drive. I'll feed for a straight drive. I'll feed for a cross-court drive. Yeah? Okay, number one. One straight drive, one cross-court drive. All over in the middle, please. Pick up both of it, please. Don't have to hit the ball so hard. Second one is cross court. So one straight, one cross. One straight, where you next? Come behind me, please. And one cross. Yeah. And that goes on for everyone. Then you can do a few drills and some condition games. But because this is your first session, and these kids are not quite exposed to really, they wouldn't be ready for any kind of drills as yet. So you really won't go into drills and condition games as yet. But as we progress into backhand drives and bows, we will start introducing some drills which your coaches will do with you. Okay? Now that concludes the practical session. Come forward over here. So we've done the forehand drive today. The thing you want to remember with the forehand drive is to see if you can face sideboard with your foot forward here all the time. So when you're on the move, try and get into this position so that you can get that drive close to the sideboard. Yeah? Any questions? You sure? No questions? All right, I have one question. When you are moving from here to the ball to play a straight drive, do you move straight to the ball? No. What do? You go in a curve movement. Okay, very good. Now, tomorrow we are going to do the backhand drive. Yeah? Now, when you come here, I want to give you some homework and I want to test you tomorrow and see how many of you can hit the drive into this box. 5 times. Without making a mistake. Alright? Now that concludes my session. And what I've done in giving them homework is encouraging them to go back and do some solo practice. Yeah. And by reminding them of the important points in my summary. So to recap very quickly, because you guys are going into your respective courts to try and practice these ideas, is I started off with introduction, telling you about the shots, what is the drive, when you play, where you play to, and why. It is played 75% of the time. Yeah. Then I did a demonstration using my demonstrator. You can demonstrate yourself. Yeah. And in your demonstration, make sure that the people can see your demonstration. Demonstrate a number of times, then break down your demonstration by backswing, impact and follow through, and then demonstrate again. Then you explain your footwork, body position, swing. That's your explanation. Footwork, body position, swing. Then you go into activity where you start with, in the forehand drive, you start with the grip and then the ghosting motion without the ball, the 4 positions. Then you start with your feeding skill of drop on the hand feed, drop feed and all that. And then you do finish off with some drills and fun games which we did not do. Approaches. Yeah? Right. If you all have nothing else, thank you very much for being such lovely students.
Thank you.